Good evening, I'm Marshy and this is the 6 o'clock news from the Squash Club. With me in the studio tonight is Gazza, our courtside correspondent. Good evening, Gazza. Good evening, Marshy. In the news tonight, anger at St. Helens Central Fitness Squash Club as the club director makes further draconian cuts. On-court demonstrations by several old farts require police intervention. Eventually the protesters were taken back to their care homes and administered with a variety of anti-bedwetting drugs. Today, Yossa, the club membership spokesman, presented the board with a list of demands for club improvements. The board was said to be giving the list serious consideration. Also, the club has appointed a new shithouse attendant. From next week, the 4th Earl of Lefac will be in charge of bog roll distribution and those snazzy blue things that make your turds look more polished. The club manager informed the 4th Earl that he will only be getting one bog roll a day to distribute as he sees fit. When questioned by the Earl as to whether or not one bog roll per day was enough, the manager was reported as saying, "What the fuck, Earl? All the members are stroppy wankers. If they complain, then just tell the gobshites to have smaller shits. But I need to reduce the club's carbon footprint, so one bog roll it is." On a more upbeat note, the chief exec has also recruited a new general manager. His first brief is to clutter the club walls with as many laminated posters as he can make up, aimed at threatening club members with expulsion even if they fart out of turn. Rob and Lee Atherton are reported to be seeking legal advice over this matter. In other news, the Patterdale Mountain Rescue helicopter was scrambled when fell walkers reported a big red barrage balloon stuck on the top of Helvellyn. This was later confirmed to be none other than the red-faced monkey boy dressed only in a pair of budgie smugglers. It appeared that the Elven Stardust look-alike had got stranded up the loft he fell on a charity hike. In aid of the St. Helens Darth Vader Appreciation Society, of which he is the founder member, 2 helicopters were needed to winch him to safety. And finally, crowds gathered today at the Coburg Dock in Liverpool to greet the arrival of Captain Bilge Bollocks after his epic maiden voyage from Portsmouth in his new sailing dinghy the Soggy Spliff. Kath was on hand to splice his main brace after arriving home 20 days later than planned. She was commented to say, "Where the fuck have you been? I could have swam it quicker. Sailing my ass. You and Tony have been out on the piss." You have been watching the 6 o'clock news from the Squash Club. From Gazza and me, a very good night.